Okay, the lost continent is not long for this world, soon to be lost over there at Universal's Islands of Adventure. It looks like another major part of the lost continent that remains is going to be there not much longer, closing possibly this week. Let's talk about it today on That Park Place. Vash, the Mystic Fountain is rumored to be closing this week over at Islands of Adventure. We have the story here on thatparkplace.com, written by the one and only Cham Lee. Rumors about the Mystic Fountain possibly closing this week continue to spread at Universal Islands of Adventure, although Universal Orlando has not confirmed the reported closure date. Annual pass holder groups and cast have shared the rumor. Several theme park news outlets have also reported the attraction may close as early as May the 15th. The Mystic Fountain sits inside Sinbad's Bazaar in the Lost Continent section of Islands of Adventure. Guests can speak with the fountain, with a cast member responding from a backstage spot. The fountain will also occasionally spray water near guests. So let's take a look at what it looks like. Here it is.
Maybe. A cool feature.
It is. It's one of the cooler, like, interactive features that they have.
Look at this, trying to see a wizard?
Come on. Please play it. Look at that. That's so cool.
Fantastic.
And it's talking to him.
I'm exhausted. Hello, family. Are you visiting me from the UK? From the UK.
Visiting from the UK, like that's tremendous. So I will tell you, one time we were in with Geeks and Gamers. I believe Valiant has this on video. We were in the Lost Continent, and I guess the fountain knew Jay.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So the fountain knew all of us. And it started like calling out to like it said like to Jeremy, it's like ready for another video, and like it started like making like actual references. It insulted Beardo. It said, "I'm standing over by the garbage can because I don't think it knows me, right?" And it goes, "Hey Marvin, you ghosted me. Pro said you were going to return my email." So like.
That is amazing.
The fountain knew everyone. It talked to Krista. Like it was so funny.
That is really cool, man.
I'm surprised Valiant never shared that video of it, because I believe he's the one that had the video on it. But yeah,
we gotta get in touch with VR.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, man. That was a good day. But again, it's it's going away. It's the Lost Continent redevelopment is continuing. Reports about the possible Mystic Fountain closing surface shortly after Universal Orlando announced redevelopment plans for the Lost Continent area. The company confirmed the area will close in phases to make room for a new, not revealed as of yet themed land. Now, Vash, let's talk about that for a minute, because a lot of theories on what's going to go in here. Now, the one theory that everybody had originally was that this was going to be the place for Hyrule, for the Legend of Zelda, and it would be a cool spot for that. It is a large area, but from what we have heard, it's not going to be Legend of Zelda as much as we might want it to be. We're hearing that Nintendo would rather that area be moved over to Epic Universe, right? To be part of Super Nintendo World. That's what you've heard as well, right?
That's what I've heard. I mean, they kind of want a synergy with all those other franchises. Really big spot, really big hub for all things Nintendo.
So yeah, that is a thing. That we've heard about. This not going to be Legend of Zelda. We've also heard Pokemon. Now, I've also heard it's probably not going to be Pokemon. Pokemon, again, I think needs a different kind of space. We have been hearing rumors that the Simpsons area over in Universal Studios Orlando is going to become Pokemon. We know that Pokemon is coming to Universal Parks. We know that it's coming to Tokyo first, and we know that it's coming stateside after that. So it's just a matter of where it would go. If I had to venture my own theory on what this area is going to be, I would say this is going to be an expansion of Jurassic Park. Because Jurassic World is such a, little boys love dinosaurs, and Jurassic Park is such a major attraction, or a major, IP for Universal, that they're going to want more of it. And to couple with that, they created that bridge that was connecting the Jurassic Park area to the Lost Continent. So it can create, it starts over by the Velocicoaster and then connects over to the Lost Continent. So it could create one interconnected Jurassic Park experience across the lake. I don't know. That's just my theory. It's probably what I would put money on. What do you think?
If I'm putting money down, I'm going probably with Pokemon. Honestly, I mean,
You think it's gonna be Pokemon?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, there were rumors suggesting.
You don't think it's going for Simpsons?
You know, there were rumors suggesting that it was going to go in that spot, that area, but apparently they might have actually worked out a deal in order to keep that area for a little bit longer than it's, I think, remember 2028 closure right there, or give them more time to develop that area. Looking at the rumor mill, looking at what everybody's actually saying and so forth, it might actually be Pokemon. And honestly, when I think about the closure of Mythos, for example, right, I think, okay, that's pretty crazy because that is, obviously we make fun of the banner and everything else related to that, but it was the signature restaurant for this park and obviously had that great location right on the way to, many of your favorite attractions on the back end of Islands of Adventure and so forth, right? So to get rid of that location says to me, okay, they really do believe in whatever is going to take up residence right here. Would that be an expansion of Jurassic World? Possibly. I mean, that might actually be the case. And they are going to, I think the rumor now is that Thunder Falls, right, that being the restaurant in between Jurassic Park River Adventure and Kong Skull Island, be converted over to Hammond's. I do believe that's the restaurant over there at Universal Beijing. So that becomes a new signature dining restaurant. Universal has alluded to that fact already with some of its announcements. Mythos goes away. I think it still remains a food location, but obviously heavily either redressed, redone, or rebuilt or something like that. Right. And then that's where the other attractions go in Lost Continent.
So Universal has recently confirmed some closures and changes, as you were alluding to here. They're saying the horror makeup show closed just yesterday, had its final performance. They were giving out wristbands for it and everything. But that is coming back again, still as the horror makeup show, I believe.
Yes.
Which Universal is saying is going to have more shockingly fun surprises mixed in. We don't have specifics yet. But the Lost Continent. This was Universal has confirmed what permits and demolition activity have been hinting at for months. Venues and experiences within Lost Continent will permanently close in phases to make way for a new themed area. Universal confirmed earlier that construction activity was part of site planning to ensure the area is ready for any future developments. Crucially, this announcement now includes the closure of Mythos Restaurant, which Universal confirms will close in 2027. Vash, what a blow. The #1 theme park restaurant for 10,000 years in a row, according to Theme Park Insider, is now going to be closed.
I believe, Marvin, that no matter what actually went into Lost Continent, that Mythos would still be around. And I think if you're looking at maybe the inclusion of Zelda, maybe they could have incorporated that a little bit better than maybe some kind of distant theme, whether it be Jurassic World in your case, Pokemon. I've also heard talk of One Piece and so forth. Maybe that doesn't integrate as cleanly as maybe Legends of Zelda, which is sad to see because, well, obviously, okay, if we want to make this an immersive land, then something has to go. But that leads me to believe, Marvin, that whatever's going on in this space, they really do think, hey, it is worth getting rid of this. So that's why I'm like, okay, what rumors in terms of possible franchises suggest that would be the case? You be the judge.
Absolutely. Yeah. So are you gonna miss the Lost Continent, you think?
I am actually, because it was the
last original IP, right? It was the last thing that wasn't
right.
Yeah, so sorry, you say it's synonymous with
it's synonymous with that kind of ambitious mindset in 1998, where it was like, okay, let's go ahead and do these immersive lands. We don't have all these crazy mix of franchises. Let's go ahead and develop one. Let's go ahead and incorporate one, right? And like you said, Marvin, completely original, completely unique. Nobody else has something like this, and obviously the industry has changed, largely because of what actually happened in this park right next to this land, and actually incorporated elements of it initially, that being the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, right? Once that happened, whole industry shifted, and I think ever since then, Lost Continent's been on the chopping block, because it's like, okay, if we have the ability to provide another immersive land in this marquee theme park, it's probably going to go in this area. And it's sad to see it leave, because I think there were some really great things incorporated into this, like Mythos, like the fountain, like originally the Sinbad Stud Show, also to the Poseidon's Fury. All that stuff right there was pretty cool, but obviously it was really rooted in a time and place that no longer exists, that being 1999.
Yeah, absolutely. So there you have it, guys. The mystical fountain, Mythos, the Lost Continent itself, not long for this world, soon to be lost forever into the ethos of time, or ether of time. I don't think that made sense. I don't know. Whatever. It's been a day, Vash. Anyway, it's going away. Something new's coming. Not going to be Zelda, probably. Maybe Pokemon. Maybe more Jurassic Park. We're not sure. We want to know what you think it's going to be. Sound off in the comments.
Thanks for watching That Park Plays News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.